What is up everybody and welcome back to another Among Us video. So at the moment I've been investigating the issue between NoVisor and the rest of the GameToon squad. And I found out that NoVisor melted Mr. Cheese and turned him into a monster. Some of the other victims that I know about are Player, Captain, and the most recent victim is Gentleman, and you can check out those videos on the channel. So the most recent information that I received on NoVisor was with Gentleman. He thought that I was the one that melted Mr. Cheese. And then he was telling me that the legend of NoVisor was a myth, and that he was gonna keep an eye on me. And the last time that I saw a Gentleman, half of his body was underground. He wasn't exactly a ghost, because I could still see his face and his hat. But before we get any further into this video, if you're a fan of GameToons and all of the characters, make sure to drop a like down below. And if you're new to the channel and want to see more Among Us stories, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button with the bell icon turned on so you don't miss out on any of my new videos. But now, let me tell you what happened to Gentleman. So it was early in the morning and I couldn't sleep, and I'm not even sure why. I was looking at my options for lobbies to join, and 3 of them were named Player. I joined one of them and I was banned. I tried to join back and it gave me the same message. So I went towards the bottom and I found another lobby, which had Player and I was banned. I was getting really angry because I wanted to have a word with them. What's their problem? I'm just trying to play. I kept trying to join their lobby and it wouldn't let me. And I accidentally clicked on this random lobby, which had this mysterious player that looked very familiar. It was a player that I saw last time with Mr. Cheese, and then the server disconnected. Luckily, I found Player's lobby again, and I did find Mr. Cheese as well as other players, and I was banned. I didn't even have a chance to confront them. I wanted to ask why they kept banning me. I then got myself into a game, since I couldn't find any lobbies to ask questions on why I kept getting banned. This lobby was as normal as any other lobby that I've joined, and I was just doing my task. I then went down into electrical and I found a body, and I'm pretty sure the last person that I saw was White. So I reported the body and I told the crewmates that I think that it could be White, and that I saw White in the main hall, and that the body was near the ladders. It would only make sense. Brown was then finding me suspicious even though I was just explaining what I saw, which isn't normal behavior. So I took my chance and I voted for White, and now Pink was accusing me, even though I said nothing suspicious. But luckily the majority of the crewmates listened to me and White was ejected. But I'm gonna keep an eye on Brown and Pink, since I do find them very suspicious. I was then being chased by Brown the moment I spawned in, and I was trying to get away from him. Being chased in Among Us is very scary, but luckily I managed to escape and I could do my task now, in peace. The lights then turned off while I was in Armory, and I had to open the door to enter the kitchen, so I could go into the viewing deck and turn on the lights. As I was about to open the door, I heard a noise, and it was coming from behind the door. I could then see a large shadow, and there was a large creature. The creature then disappeared, and I ran all the way over to electrical. I hid in one of the rooms and I had to double check that nobody was chasing me, and thankfully nobody was. It was only Tamp, but I think he's looking after me. I then entered medical and I checked vitals. And the moment I did, black went down. The imposter is here. I could then hear the noise again, and I had no idea what was causing it. So I closed vitals and that's when I saw the shadow once more, and it was an electrical. Whoever this creature is after me. A body was reported, which helped me escape, and the crewmates were accusing Brown, and that he self-reported. And Brown was following me earlier. I took my chances and I voted for Brown. He was being really suspicious. I was now back in the game and I was about halfway done with my task. But since a sabotage was called, I had to fix it before I could do anything. You never want to run away from a sabotage. Players are gonna be suspecting you. Another meeting was called and the crewmates were accusing Bunny. Maybe we voted out the wrong person. I don't know, this game is so confusing. Since another sabotage was called, I already knew that I'm not gonna be able to do any progress. And the only hope we have now is to do our task. I also wanted to check out the viewing deck to look for the shadow, but nothing seemed to be there. So I just made a quick burger. I was a little hungry. I entered security and I found Cyan and Tan, and they were doing tasks. And I wanted to check vitals to see if any crewmates were down, but communications was sabotaged. A body was then reported, and I let the crewmates know that I'm pretty sure it's not Tan, Cyan, or Lime, so it must be between Maroon and Rose. And didn't Maroon protect Coral? Yeah, I'm gonna vote for him. Several crewmates were suspecting him in the past, and he's still alive, and we were correct. It was him and Coral. But I wonder who is behind the shadow. I still haven't received my answer. I got back into another game with the same squad, but this one didn't end how I wanted it to end. I was in kitchen and the lights were off, and the lights turned off again. Almost instantly, the lights were being controlled by not a player, but something else. I then found a body in security, and I forgot the name of the player that ran right past me. Who was it? The body was then reported, and I was being accused by White. I tried my best to defend myself, but I was ejected. I let everyone know that I'm pretty sure it was Maroon, but now it was just a hopeless ghost that lost against the imposters. But who was the one controlling the lights? I was in the same lobby, but it was a different game. I was now alive. I was still upset after what happened in the last round. Why didn't anyone believe me? The lights then turned off as I entered the engine room, and my screen began to glitch. A body was reported and I didn't even realize that Mr. Cheese was here, but nobody was ejected. I went back into the vault and nothing was there. What is going on? The door also closed behind me, which made me feel really uncomfortable. I tried to stay as calm as possible, and I was trying my best to finish my task, but I don't know what's out there. I was in the middle of doing a task in the security room, and I did see Cyan checking cameras. And when I got done, he wasn't there. A sabotage was called, but I was too busy doing my upload. And when I entered back into security, there was a dead body. I let the crewmates know that the body was in security and that the last person that I saw in there was Moose. And we all voted for him. And we were supposed to win the game, but my screen was just completely black. I could then see a creature getting closer to my screen, and it was Gentleman. What happened to his body? Gentleman seemed to be asking me for help. More of his body was his shadow that I saw before. Gentleman was then paralyzed by no visor, and I couldn't help him. If you would like to know what happened next, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe to the channel, and check out these other stories.